Skill Builder number 9, we're going to review laws of exponents. The first law of exponents we're going to look at is multiplying powers. So if we have x to the a power times x to the b power, since we're multiplying the bases, we're going to add the exponents. So it'd be x times a plus b. The second exponent law we're going to look at is if we have power to a power. So we have x to the a power to the b power. When we have power to a power, we have x to the a times b. And our third law we're going to look at is exponent of 0. Anything to the 0 power is always 1. So let's take a look at a couple examples here. First one, we are going to look at x squared times x to the 4th. So this is using our multiplying powers. We are going to add our exponents. So 2 plus 4 is x to the 6th. Our second example, we have x to the 4th to the 3rd power, so power to a power. So it's 4 times 3, or x to the 12th. Here we have x cubed times y to the 0 power. Anything to the 0 power is 1. So x to the 3rd times 1 is just x to the 3rd. Why don't you give a try of the next three? Make sure you're putting your answers on Edpuzzle. Alright, we're going to look at two more exponential laws. First one is dividing powers. So we have x to the a divided by x to the b. When we look at dividing powers, we subtract the exponent. So it would be x to the a minus b. And we have negative exponents. X to the negative a. We don't want negative exponents, we want to make them positive. So we put it as a fraction of 1 over x to the a. And the negative exponent now becomes positive, and it goes into the bottom of our fraction or in the denominator. So let's take a couple practices here. We have x to the 6th divided by x squared. So this is our dividing power. So x to the 6th minus 2 is x to the 4th power. Second one, we have a negative exponent here and y to the negative second. It's already in the denominator, so we're going to move it to the numerator. So let's take a look first at our x. We have x to the 3rd over x to the 6th. So we have x to the 3rd in the numerator, or in the denominator, and we have y squared. We're going to move from the negative, which is the denominator, to the positive, so we'll put it on the top or the numerator. We have y to the 5th, and we have z squared over z, so we have just z. Well, we can simplify this. We have y squared and y to the 5th, which becomes y to the 7th, z over x cubed. What we did there is either you can expand, where we have x to the cubed on top and x to the 6th on the bottom. So we have 3 more in the denominator, or we can subtract x cubed minus 6, which is x to the negative 3, and we want to make that positive, so we put it into the denominator. A couple different ways to look at that one. Number 6. Let's look at the parentheses first. Let's do order of operations. So inside our parentheses first. Are we able to simplify 2 over 3? Not really, so we're just going to leave it 2 over 3. Well, we have x to the negative 4th. Well, I want to make that positive, so I'm going to bring that to the denominator. We have x to the 6th. We have y to the 12th and y cubed. So we can do 12 minus 3, which is y to the 9th. We have z and z to the 8th. We can subtract 1 minus 7, or 1 minus 8 is negative 7. Put it in the denominator to make it positive, y to the 7th. And that whole thing is still squared. Let's look at our coefficient now. 2 squared is 4. We have power of a power, which is, so it's 9 times 2, so it's y to the 18th, over 3 squared, which is 9. We have x to the 4th and x to the 6th, so we're going to add them, which is x to the 10th, squared, so x to the 10th squared becomes x to the 20th, and we have y to the 7th squared, which becomes y to the 14th. So that one we're going to attack inside out. Parentheses first for our order of operations, then we'll look at the exponent, which is squared. So there's 3 more examples here. Make sure you don't leave any negative exponents